This is a question for AS2, and this is a histograms question. It says, below shows a histogram of mass in grams of apples picked by a farmer on Tuesday in his orchard. So you've got a frequency density against mass of apples. So I've only been asked to do one part of this. So we've got, there's your histogram, and the question we've been asked to find here is, the farmer does not sell apples weighing less than 168 grams. Estimate what percentage of the total crop of apples picked on Tuesday he would not consider selling as they are too light. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is find the total frequency. So if we want to find a percentage, we need to find the total number of the things, and then also we need to find a number that's less than 38. So we need to get a number less than 38, I don't know where I got that from, less than 168. But we need to get our total first. Okay, so we've got a whole pile of bars. They have not been too nice to us the way they've drawn this, to be honest. Very hard to see these bars. And this was from 140 to 160. And then this next cutoff was to 170. Okay, next one was 170, so that was up to here. Then this was then 170 to 180. Then 180 to 190, so that's 190. This then was 190 to 200, and the last one, remember it's a histogram with varying widths, is 20. Okay, now how you find the frequency? Frequency basically is the area of the bar, so that's what it is. So the first one, that was 1.4 times 20. So you can do that in your calculator if you want. So the frequency, the height is 1.4 and it's times a width of 20. So that's 28. The next one is bang on 4 times 10. So that's just going to be 40. And then the next one is going to be, 5.8 times 10. So that's going to be 58. The next one's going to be, that's going to be 3.4 times 10. So that's going to be 34. Next one then is going to be, it's very hard to see, let me just draw across here, I think it was there. So that's going to be 2.4 times 10, so that's going to be 24. I'll just get rid of that there. And then that last one then is going to be, it was 20 times, and what height is this one again? This is very hard to see. That was 0.6. So 0.6 times 10 would be 6, so 0.6 times 20 would be 12. So there we have it. We've got all of our values. We can work out our total frequency then. Okay, so we're working out our total frequency. So our total just equals 28 plus the 40 plus the 58 plus the 34 plus 24 plus 12. So we add those all up, and we will get, bear with me, 24 plus 40 plus 58 plus 34 plus 24 plus 12. So is 196. So there's 196 people in total. So that's our total number of things. So when we're doing our percentage, it's going to be for some fraction over 196 and then multiply by 100. Okay, that's a pity it wasn't 200. Hopefully I haven't missed out one. It would have been a pretty nice question had it been 200, but as far as I could see, tricky to read them all, but I think they're right. So 1.4, let me just check, 4. The next one was 5.8. Then this next one is 34, and this was a tricky one. Yep, I know it was 2.4, and then it was... Oh, that one was wrong. That was this last one here. I should just check this last one here again. The height of it actually was 4 blocks high, which is 0.8 times 20 then, which gives me 16. So that's a 16. So always just check, which means that's 16, which makes life so much nicer. My total then is 200. Okay, super. Right, my total is 200. That's much better. Okay, right. The farmer wants to find how many will not sell any less than 168. So 168 is in here. So we're going to use what's called linear interpolation. So 168 is clearly 8 tenths of the way through this. Okay, so we've got, in the first box, we have got 28. And then we want to, out of this thing, we want to have 8 tenths of 40. So we'll just say the number less than 168 is going to be equal to the 28 plus, and then it was 8 tenths of 40. So let's just do it on the calculator. 28 plus 8 tenths times the 40, press equals, and I've got 60. So there's 60 less than 168. So estimate what percentage. It's an estimate, by the way, is in this bar, we've no idea how these 40 things are spaced out. They could all 40 of them could be around here, but we're having to assume they're evenly spaced out through this. Okay, so that's why it's just an estimate. And then your answer then, so your answer, it was how many could he not sell? It's going to be 60 out of 200. That's the same as 30 over 100, which then is 30%. So very difficult for me to see the histogram, the heights of them there. Hopefully I've got that one right.